Today we're gonna adjust the valves on a GY6 150cc. In order to do that, we have to take this cover off the fan. There's a screw here, and then there's a bolt down here, and there's a bolt up here. Make sure that you remember the ground goes here. Put that on the side. Then we can get this cover off. Okay, here's the fan. Now we gotta find the marker. There's a T here, right here. There's a T. We have to line that up with this line here. Then we'll open up the valve cover and make sure that it's lined up correctly. In order to get to the valve cover, we gotta get this thing out of the way here, this plastic cover. Just a screw on each side. Just take the screws out. And under your mat here, under the mat, there's going to be a couple more screws. Just take those screws out. And you gotta pop the cover out from inside of the clip locks. Alright, got the cover thing off. Now we can get to the valve cover here. First thing, we're gonna get the air breather hose off. That hose, tuck the hose somewhere. Alright, now we gotta get these bolts off of here. I'm just gonna come in and loosen up each bolt. Release the tension on them. And that way, you can just spin the socket to get them out fast. Alright, got all the bolts out. Now I'm ready to take the cover off and see what's going on with the valves. I don't know if you can see it here, but another way to check if your valves are lined up correctly is there's this hole here you'll see where the timing chain is. You'll see this hole here. And also when you move the fan, the valves will not move. They need to be in the closed position to check their adjustment. Okay, so now I got I believe it's a 9mm socket. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up this nut here, the bigger nut. There's a bigger nut here and a smaller nut here. I'll loosen up the bigger nut. Alright, I'm gonna Get the .002 in between here. Try to move so you can see. Kind of moving. It's got a little bit. Maybe loosen it up a little bit. That's better. Probably about right there is where you want it. I'll try to get the camera in here so you can see the exhaust valve. Get your filler in here, right here behind it. Check. Alright, now that you got the valves adjusted, you're going to want to turn the engine 2 revolutions and then check your valves again. Alright, wasn't easy, but I got the things on there. And make sure you remember how they go on too. We got, looks like a gasket and then a metal plate, and then this plate here bolts onto that. Since there's a gasket here, you're gonna have to tighten the bolts simultaneously so that it will seal evenly. Make sure this gasket thing here lines up, so it wasn't lined up. And tight all the bolts. Tighten that one, then go down here, tighten that one again. Then tighten this one. Then tighten this one down here. All loose. Tighten this one up here again. And tighten that one a little bit, tighten that one a little bit, and then tighten that one a little bit. And these two do them simultaneously as well, but those are separate from the gasket.